Hey guys, it's Benedictines the vegan. Today I'm going to give you three things that people should consider before bringing a child into a world this demanding. Because I don't think people do think about this kind of stuff. They completely disregard the fact that they are bringing a conscious being into a world. They are bringing someone conscious into a world that is like this. It's very, very important to consider these three things before you bring a child into this world. What if your child does not like the experience? It's very, very possible that you might bring someone into this world and they end up not liking it. It's very, very possible. Just because you've liked your experience here does not mean that every person being born is going to like the experience. There are a lot of people who wish they were never born. So you must consider the fact that they might not like the experience. Not because there's something wrong with them, not because things ain't working out for them, but because they don't see things the way that you see them. And you also must, consider the fact that they were born at a different time. Maybe things were easier when you were growing up, so it made sense for you to like the world. But things might be much harder for them, people that are being born now, and it might not be a good thing to bring a child into this world. That's something that you must consider. You might try to mitigate that by, trying to help them as much as you can, by trying to give them a good head start, but it might not really matter, man. There are lots of uh, people who had well off parents who still did not like the experience, you know. It has to do with how you view the world, and there's no wrong way to see the world. We must not lie to ourselves and say that, oh, if someone does not like this world, it means that they're not looking at things the right way. That's a lie. You have a right to see the world the way that you see it. A lot of people who do not like this world have really good reasons to not like this world. It doesn't mean that they are mentally sick, doesn't mean that they are too nihilistic, doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. No, they just do not like this world. You must also understand that there are certain rules to follow when you are here. You must live a certain way. That things that you are expected to do. It's not like you're just gonna come into this world and just be yourself. So what if you find that the world does not accept people like you? How are you going to feel? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to enjoy yourself here? Or it's going to be hell for you? That's something that's really, really important to consider. Is your child going to like this world? Are you going to love your child no matter what? Because there's no guarantee that your child is going to come out how you expected them to be. If you want a little girl, what if you get a little boy? Are you going to love that little boy? What if your child has special needs? Are you going to be there for your child? Are you going to take care of your child? Are you going to take care of every need that they have? What if they don't listen to you? Will you still be able to love them? What if they don't think like you? What if they see things differently? Are you still going to be able to love your child? What if they turn against you? Are you still going to love them? 50 Cent does not like his child anymore because his child listened to his mom a lot. A lot of people, are saying that 50 Cent is right. No, it's not. He brought a child into this world. He must love that child no matter what. Even if your child does things that are wrong, you are supposed to love your child no matter what because you are the one who brought them into this world. So, will you be able to love that child no matter what? If your child, is gay, Will you be able to love them if you are homophobic? They say you're a Christian and you believe that being gay is wrong. Are you going to be able to love your child if your child is gay? Are you going to be able to love your child if your child does not believe in your religion? If your child does not follow your religion? If your child does not respect your religion, will you still be able to love that child? These are things that you must consider, because you cannot bring someone into this world and not like them. You have to love them, because once you've brought them here, you've brought them here, they are here, they need you to love them. It doesn't make sense to bring a child into this world and you end up not loving that child. It is very, very stupid. So you are the one who's uh, supposed to understand your child. You are the one who's supposed to make, the relationship between you and your child work. That is very, very important, because you are the adult. You are the one that brought them into this world. They didn't bring themselves into this world. You knew that it is possible that you could have a child that behaves the way that they behave, that thinks the way that they think, that has the kind of needs that they have. You're the one who knew all that. So you must love your child no matter what. What is your reason for wanting a child? This is a very, very important question to answer, because there are a lot of people who are having children for selfish reasons. So, what is your reason for wanting a child? Why do you want to bring someone into a world like this? Why do you want to bring someone sentient into a world like this? You must be able to answer that question. I watched this other movie a year ago. It was about people who were going to another planet, because we've messed this planet up, so they were going to another planet. Their trip was supposed to take more than 100 years, so they were inside hyperbolic chambers. And somehow, one of those chambers opened before they reached their destination. And this guy came out and then realized that, oh shit, my hyperbolic chamber opened up too soon. They were still very far from their destination. So he realized that he was gonna die before they get to their destination. And he was gonna be lonely the whole time. He was still very young, so he was going to be lonely. So I asked himself a question: what if I wake one of these people up, people that were inside hyperbolic chambers, because he was not the only one who was inside the hyperbolic chamber. So what if I wake one of these people up? Then he saw this one lady one day, and she was very beautiful. He got attracted to her. And he asked himself, yeah, what if I open a hyperbolic chamber? She won't know that I'm the one who opened the hyperbolic chamber. She's gonna think that it was an accident, or there was a glitch. And he ended up opening a chamber. Why did he open a chamber? He opened a chamber because he was afraid of dying alone. He opened the chamber because he was lonely. It was not a good reason to open the chamber. I'm sure you'd agree with me. We're bringing children here because we're lonely. We think that if we bring a sentient being into this world, we will feel better. We're gonna hate this world less. So we drag someone from non-existence into a world this messed up. I mean, are there people who are having children for good reasons? If you are bringing a child into this world for a good reason, please tell me. Because I try to put myself in your shoes. I try to understand your reasons for having children, and I can't find a good reason. You want to bring a child into this world, you gotta have a good reason. It mustn't be because you are lonely. It mustn't be because everyone is bringing a child into this world. It mustn't be because you think it's something that you are supposed to do, because that's how humans are programmed, right? We're programmed to want to bring people into this world. So some people think they have to bring children into this world. You got to have a really, really good reason, because you're bringing someone from non-existence into a world like this, where they will have to play by the rules, where they will have to do a lot of things in order to survive. There are a lot of things that people are expected to do. Sorry. There are a lot of things that people are expected to do when they're here. So, yeah, you can't just bring someone into a world like this where they'll have to work to survive, where they'll have to struggle a lot, where they'll have to suffer a lot because you are lonely. No, that's a bad reason to have a child. So we must think about these kind of things before bringing children into this world, because a child is not a toy. We're talking about a sentient being that will have needs, that will have wants, that's going to experience suffering. So your reasons for bringing a child here must really, really be good. If your reasons are selfish, they are not good. In fact, the only good reason to bring a child here is there is no good reason to bring a child into this world. You must be bringing someone into this world for them. So what is a good reason to bring a child into this world for the child? What are they going to benefit? What are they missing out on? Working? Relationships? Relationships nowadays are fake. That's the crazy part. When you really think about it, a lot of women just want to be taken care of. They just want money. And a lot of young men are now making money now because of how things are. So they are not being loved by women. That's something that we must understand. So a lot of young men are not, experiencing what it's like to be loved by women, because things are not okay in this world. Things are not balanced in this world. If you want them to experience what it's like to have a family, most people don't actually want to have families anymore. Most people that are having kids now are having kids by accident. They don't really want to have children. And even when they do have children, they don't get to have good experiences. Why? Because things are messed up in this world. If you want them to experience what it's like to just be here, a lot of people just don't like being here. A lot of people think there are a lot of things that are wrong with this world. So I don't think there's really a good reason to bring a child into this world. We must really, really think deeply about the nature of reality, how things really work before we bring people here. Thank you.